Hello viewers, welcome back to BioRails. Today we are going to look at the climate heroes who have spent most of their life for the environment. First one, Sylvia Earle. Sylvia Earle, Dr. Sylvia Earle, internationally renowned marine biologist, also ocean explorer. She is also an author and lecturer. She has logged more than 7,000 hours underwater across over 100 expeditions. She was the first woman to serve as the chief scientist of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Her special focus is on the developing a network of areas on the land and the ocean as global hope spots. These are to safeguard the living systems underpinning the global processes that maintain biodiversity, yield life support, and provide sustainability and resiliency to ecosystem. She was referred to as living legend by Library of Congress, and in 1998 Time magazine called her as first hero of the planet. The next great hero, Jane Goodall. She is a pioneer in the study of chimpanzees. Jane Goodall Institute is widely recognized for creating innovative conservation and development programs in Africa. Her Global Roots and Shoots program supports tens of thousands of young people in nearly 100 countries with projects that help people, animals, and environment. Goodall loved stories about animals and Africa as a child and was particularly fond of Tarzan. She has been observing animals since she was a preschooler. Goodall has loved observing animals even from a very young age. When she was 4 years old, she hid in a hen house for almost 4 hours to find out how a chicken lays an egg. Through nearly 60 years of groundbreaking work, Dr. Jane Goodall has not only shown us the urgent need to protect chimpanzees from extinction, she has also redefined species conservation to include the needs of local people and the environment. Today, she travels the world speaking about the threats facing chimpanzees and environmental crisis, urging each of us to take an action on behalf of all the living things and the planet we share. Goodall observed interesting things in her studies. She said that chimpanzees will announce warfare with the neighboring communities, that they are capable of altruism, and discovered that they eat meat. Now let's talk about the next great hero, Bangari Matai. Professor Bangari Matai was an environmentalist and the first female African Nobel Peace Prize winner. Bangari's story shows a person who fought against and she paid dearly and personally for her choices. From beating at rallies, political isolation, she lost her job, she becoming bankrupt, finally family breakup, and even losing her personal freedom by going to jail. Yet, she seems to have come out with no bitterness and resumed her personal struggle. She made environmental issues not only a concern of Kenya's but also Africa's concern. Through the Green Belt movement and her ambassadorship to various organizations. Her Green Belt movement, a tree planting movement that stayed close to Bangari Matai's heart, having grown up alongside nature in the rural highlands of Kenya. She established in 1977. It is a grassroots movement attempting to tackle the deforestation that was threatening the means of subsistence of agriculture population. It was aimed at women, encouraging them to plant trees in their local environment with a small monetary reward. Her Nobel Peace Prize recognition summarizes her contribution in this. Matai's mobilization of African women was not only limited in its vision to work for sustainable development, but saw tree planting in a broader perspective, which included democracy, women's rights, and international solidarity. Next, we are going to talk about the real hero, Leonardo Dicaprio. He is doing more for the environment than the world leaders. Off of the big screen, the actor is an ardent environmentalist who has dedicated his time and resources to save the planet. From advocating for a plant-based diet to rising awareness for the climate crisis, here are the 7 ways Leonardo Dicaprio uses his platform for the good of the environment. When he is not in front of the camera, the award-winning actor spends his time producing environmental and animal welfare documentaries. He advocates for plant-based eating. DiCaprio is certainly no stranger to speaking out about the planetary benefits of eating less meat. He took to Facebook and Twitter to encourage his then combined 37 million followers to replace meat with plant-based burgers once in a week. Every single person can help the planet and reduce climate change with one small choice every week. He mentioned that join me and Beyond Meat in our mission to rethink the future of food. He invests in vegan and sustainable companies. As you know, vegan food means a food that is completely based on the planet. So we don't depend on animal for milk or any other dairy products. So DiCaprio puts his money where his mouth is. He has invested large sums into vegan companies including plant-based milk manufacturer Calfia Farms and vegan meat brand Beyond Meat. He supports climate change awareness. In 2016, during his Oscars award acceptance speech, he mentioned that climate change is real. It is happening now. It is the most urgent threat to our entire species. Back in 1998, he founded the Leonardo Dicaprio Foundation to address some of the world's most pressing environmental concerns like wildlife conservation, ocean preservation, and global warming. He, along with a group of scientists, also launched Rewild program, which is a $43 million initiative aimed at rewilding the Galapagos Island. The work has helped to protect the 180 million acres land, which has benefited more than 16,000 species. He supports animal welfare and conservation efforts. DiCaprio's work to help animals is equally extensive. Through his LDF projects, he has worked to protect endangered species. In 2010, LDF donated $1 million to an innovative Nepalese conservation project to preserve the country's wild tiger population. The LDF has also funded projects to protect the black rhino in Tanzania, the lowland gorilla in Central Africa, and the snow leopard in Central Asia. DiCaprio is highly a big fish when it comes to marine conservation. The LDF pledged $7 million of funds towards the marine conservation initiatives at the 2010 Our Oceans Conference. He is a humanitarian philanthropist. He uses social media for the good cause. The last great hero for this video is Ceesay. She founded a revolutionary community recycling project in Gambia. As famous environmentalists go, Gambian activist Ceesay may not be a household name, but her efforts demonstrate the power of grassroots campaigning in effecting impactable change. Ceesay's activism began in Gambia, where outside of a few urban areas, communities are responsible for disposing the waste themselves. On witnessing the resultant uncontrolled plastic pollution, Ceesay founded a recycling movement called One Plastic Bag. And this is to help women recycle plastic waste into products that can be sold. From this grew Njau Recycling and Income Generation Group, with Ceesay established in 4 communities across the country. Through the initiative, women are trained in composting and learn how to turn plastics into long-life bags, mats, and purses. Ceesay has been named one of the 5 women who are changing the world. So that is all about the different people who are changing our lives by saving the environment. From all these people, we should understand that the world is not only for humans, we are just one of the creatures among the crores of others. Let's live along with the other creatures. Thank you for those who was already taking care of the environment. Thank you all for watching our video. Thank you again.